Welcome back to Siren Blood Curse, where it is as though we are starting from scratch, because the game just looped. But we have significantly more knowledge about the nature of what's going on in this game. Let's see if that can lead to different outcomes as we begin episode 8.
Get away from her. This isn't right. The circle of Ouroboros isn't connecting.
What's happening? I feel awful.
Are you all right? No. Wait.
Melissa! Sam! Bella! What the fuck is going on? I feel like I'm some goddamn zombie or something. Damn! I knew I shouldn't eat that funky Japanese stuff.
Is now really the time for pithy one-liner Soul. Ugh. I wish I could say that's the last that's gonna happen, but no. But whatever. It's good to have Soul back. He died before we got any information or characterization out of him. So now we're actually gonna get to play as him.
Melissa, Bella, I hope you guys are okay.
We did get a little bit of posthumous characterization about Soul, which did not paint him in a good light. So maybe now we'll learn something positive about the guy. Here's the hole he fell down, which apparently has always been here in the Gojaku Giant's grave, just outside of that little area. One of the most memorable areas of the game. Maybe we could have slipped through that hole and snuck up on Saiga. And by the way, we can jump off ladders. I only just learned that. That might come in useful later in this level.
Sam! Yo, is it you?
Soul?
Tell me it's you!
Soul,
Sam, yo,
are you
where's Melissa and Bella?
I don't know what's going on. Damn it! Hey, can you open the door from that side?
Nah, it ain't gonna happen. Oh, shit! He probably ain't here to help us open this gate.
Be careful. Look for a place we can meet up.
Okay.
All of our old favorites. Acting very unlikable. Sam couldn't figure out how to reach through the bars to test if the door was locked. Anyway, we need to do a lot of things really, really fast, so I'm gonna brush past this guy, get on this ladder, and then jump off. Told you it would come in useful. Hopefully he will follow me, but just over here, we've got this option to turn off the lights, and if you do that, it will distract the Shibito mining just up ahead. We're not going to do that. We are also going to go ahead, shoulder check this guy, and make our way to a weapon. Soul's signature weapon, his own video camera. But then we're going to keep going. We're going into stealth mode because we have to sneak up on this character. Okay, killing her was a prerequisite for the level. But our mining guy got distracted for some reason. Okay, I accidentally stealth killed him. Less than ideal, if I'm being honest. There are further executions we can do with this video camera. You know what? I don't trust that I'm going to be able to get them later in the level, so I'm actually going to go right back to a checkpoint. It's not that far away. So we'll try this again. This should be very consistent, but I'm getting strange behavior patterns out of these Shibito. Surely I can get them back into expected behaviors if I try enough times. That is the nature of the time loop we're caught in here. So really, this is just thematic. Practically in canon. That should get his attention. Come on, you jerk. Just make absolutely sure he's gonna follow me up here. Think he's gonna stick with me. There he goes. So, makes for a very awkward kill here, but immediately afterwards, we can give him one of these. Very nice. Absolutely crush his skull. That's what I wanted to see. There are like 5 weapons in this game that have that same execution animation, but the camera is by far the easiest one to get it with. So now we can climb back up there. There's Sam's view. There's the guy at the top of the ladder. While we're waiting for him to go to a specific location, we will sneak down here, find a drunk mine worker who gets himself another execution.
That's what you get.
Indeed, drinking on the job like that. What was he drinking, though? Whatever it was, it's jangling around in his sake bottle, so we break that open. We get the pumping station key. The gloves are off here in the second loop of the game. Puzzles are much more complicated and obtuse. Combat is generally much more difficult. Everything is much more Siren-like. Whether or not you're into that sort of thing. You probably are, if you're playing Siren though, at least this far into the game. I wonder if I distracted this guy's pattern enough, then he will do what I need him to do now. Maybe. I need him to open that door to his right. Because I couldn't. I tried. It was locked and I didn't have the key. It is not the pumping station, but it appears he is walking away from the door. So he's probably gonna go through his entire patrol before returning to that section. This is horrible news. So, in the interest of time, I'm just gonna cut ahead to the end of that because I have nothing to do until such time that he concludes his patrol. He probably won't spot me, despite visibly looking directly at me. So there he goes, off on his slow walk. Didn't end up being as long as I thought it would, though. So I guess I won't have to cut it. Just a bit frustrating, because normally the timing works out perfectly, such that when you get to the top of the ladder, he is just opening that door, not using a key.
There's gotta be another way.
There we go. He deserved that. That felt good. All to get into this room to find a magazine. There's an old magazine lying here. Thrilling. Well worth the wait. So, the reason we killed that sentry, which was one of our goals to take out the lookout, was, as we go further ahead, we'll find this guy. He's holding a rifle. So if we walk past the sentry, she screams at us, he spins around, shoots us in the head. But since he can't do that now, he is defeated, and we get to move on. Always trust those instructions. As much as it is metagaming, it is very useful.
Damn, never an elevator when you need it.
I'm not getting getting anywhere at this rate. Gotta think. Now what?
Perspective shift. Soul got 0 chapters in the first loop of the game. And so far here in the second loop, he's not even getting an entire chapter to himself. A criminally underserved character. And again, what we do know about him, very, very unpleasant. Stuff I'd rather not know. Sniper waiting right outside the building. Let's see if we can sneak past him now. Well, we can take one shot. And he's got a rifle that'll take a super long time to reload. So we can grab the axe and get out of there. This is sort of the intended weapon for us to go get. But if we wanted, we could go all the way up to the bridge that he's on and take his gun. I'd rather have the axe. Lets me do stuff like that.
Oh, shit. Alright, we in business.
Alright, back to work with Soul. He somehow telepathically communicated to Sam that we needed those elevators back on. And it was done. Here's the room we got the very obscure key to. The pumping room. In the last loop, it just turned on by itself, but now we get to do it manually. And that will give us access to an archive item in Chapter 11, way down the line, right near the very end of the game. Anyway, gunshots. We should probably go save Sam.
That's right.
Oh yeah, we saved the hell out of Sam.
Thanks. Now let's get out of here.
You owe me big time, man.
Mission accomplished. We did reunite with the survivors. Nice work. This could actually cause a ripple effect that would change the entire course of the game. Because then Soul would never become a zombie who chased Bella out of the hospital. She would be relatively safe waiting there indefinitely without a hyper-aggressive, very focused zombie out to kill her. And that would give Melissa time to go save her. And that would just completely change the arc of the entire story if Bella survived. So good job, we saved Soul. The entire day is saved.
I didn't know how jacked
Don't
up this
give me
village
that.
was.
If anything happens to her, I'm holding you responsible.
Hey, chill out, all right? And how was this my fault? I don't remember anyone forcing you to bring her along.
Shh. It's Mommy. Mommy? Oh, Bella, I've been looking everywhere for you. I'm never gonna let you out of my sight again, okay?
And there we go. Soul didn't die, therefore Melissa had time to go get Bella before she left the hospital. Now they can escape together, assuming we survive this mission.
What's going on here?
Before we go anywhere, let's take a little look at this anatomy dummy waiting right in front of you. As soon as you take a step forward, its head falls off. Fun little physics object to scare the hell out of you the first time you start this room. Or if you open this door without realizing that it's going to be in there. Oh, I should probably do some sightjacking before I just wander aimlessly. I am trying to protect some lives here. So that's below us. There's someone in the elevator. Someone very frustrated. Let's see, someone staring at a stairwell. And another person staring at a stairwell. They just took the name very literally. They stare at the stairs. So we probably cannot descend from that staircase. We are on level 3, and that's where they're looking. But we didn't see any Shibito on our level, so we can explore this freely. And since we explored this area before, we know that there is this hole in the balcony. Can throw ourselves down, causing minor injuries, which will eventually heal. Same to Bella. And on the lower balcony is a sake bottle, hopefully without a key in it. Okay, she is staring up the stairs still. Someone wandering around in the distance. Here's our immediate threat, though. Very good. She was armed. And now we have a permanent weapon, because we took her out. So far, so good. Looks like we might get Melissa and Bella out of here. Because saving Soul is only half the problem. If we get him killed on our end, there will be no functional difference. Plus, Soul will never get to pop the question. Confess his love for Melissa with a pre-written script that is sure to go over very well.
Follow me.
Okay.
Before we go too far, there is a fluorescent bulb here in the bathroom. Absolutely useless weapon. You would think there would at least be like a cool execution or something with it, but no. It is just there to, like, temporarily stun a Shibito. Feeling pretty confident since I've got a weapon. Maybe too confident. Nope. Got the job done. Get us a chamber pot. And bring our scalpel back. Oh, jeez.
Are we okay now?
Just slashed Bella across the face. Fortunately, I can't kill her. Come on, Bella.
Bella, this way. Be a good girl and wait here for Mommy, okay?
Mommy?
Alright, Bella is temporarily out of our party and into the reception office where we just fought a Shibito. But for some reason now it's safe. That Shibito has despawned. We found a key. Elevators aren't working because the power's out. And we assume that's why the front door isn't working either. So this person has been trapped inside the elevator for who knows how long. We are back to August 3rd. At 3:09 in the morning is when this level started. Exact same start time as Bella's first mission in the hospital. That way got blocked in the reset. There has been some strange quantum physics. Things have just changed arbitrarily in the meantime. You can get an iron poker. It's probably a slightly better weapon than the scalpel. And into the power room. That didn't open the door, but it did something.
Bella!
So?
Bella! Bella! Where are you, Bella?
Mommy, hurry!
Bella!
Bella! Bella!
The perfect plan for love foiled again. Soul cannot catch a break. He's like groundskeeper Willie in that one Treehouse of Horror. Except just a really, really unpleasant character who the game hates. You're free and furious about your time stuck in the elevator. So we gotta get rid of her. Bella tried to meet up with us, but it's too dangerous. Also, there are gates in the way now. So we'll have to find another way around. Yeah, she had a real rage about her. Made her extra hard to kill. I imagine Soul will be similar when he eventually breaks in here. There he is. Right next to Bella. They were getting along just fine. That's nice to see. They've had their differences, but they eventually worked them out in the first loop after Bella died. This time that wasn't necessary. Now let's see, we can go further up, but Bella ran this way. We cannot steal Soul's camera. Like we were told all the way back in the first level, some characters cannot wield some weapons. Hey, Bella's just run out of here. Didn't go back to her hiding spot, because it was never safe in the first place. And the automatic door is jammed. So we gotta go into the basement. Must be where Bella went. Before I do any further looking for Bella, I'm gonna make sure everyone in the area is dead. Excluding me. And if I'm not lucky, that might happen. This one has no weapon, but they're plenty tough. Okay, she's good and dead. Extra dead. Now, we can use our sight jack to try and find Bella. There we go. She is hiding inside this closet.
Mommy!
Now, we can take her back this way towards the entrance, but first, just to be safe, let's get her over here. Uh-oh, just be extra safe. Get her to hide.
Be careful. Honey?
New archive item as a reward for throwing Bella into an incinerator. She found a handheld console. Uh-oh. Someone's coming up behind Bella, it sounds like. Let's just run away from the elevator. I don't trust it right now. We gotta get that console out of here. It must be saved for archival purposes. Plus, it might be worth a fortune. Okay, still can't go that way. We do know there is an entrance from the second floor where you can platform around. Soul has now used it multiple times. This is not good, though. Yeah. Soul got the jump on me. He'll kill you right quick when he gets that done. That left us right with our reunion with Bella. So we still have our new console. Excellent. Back to that second floor. Eventually. Probably gonna be battering Shibito the whole way. But we'll get there. Melissa's gone full Mama Bear mode. She is unstoppable. She is highly stoppable. Yeah. Soul's melee combo is very powerful. Particularly because he steps forward every time he takes a swing. So each swing is guaranteed to hit ya. Mostly the problem there was I was not prepared for what position he would be in when we got there. Now I know better. This is what sight jacking is for. That's why it's such an incredibly powerful tool. One of the best and most unique things ever implemented in a stealth game.
You're not getting away!
Okay. Now we can stun lock him. Still takes so many swings. But he's down. For the count. So here's the room that he entered through. We got sake bottles, whiskey bottles, and a chamber pot. Everything you need for a fantastic Friday night.
Are we okay now? Hurry up, Mommy.
Bella will not come with us, unfortunately. Just to be safe. Let's stash her somewhere. Nowhere near Soul. Where is she? Take her back down here. This spot worked out so well the first time. Bella's got some real Bobby Hill energy right now. I appreciate that. Adds a bit more to her character. She was also a bit nothing first time around. Now, before we go out there, though, I'm gonna do further exploration. I dropped my weapon. Don't want that. Where'd it go? Okay. We're all set. We're gonna play this extra safe as we head for the roof. Yeah, this would have been lethal had I not realized I didn't have a weapon anymore. Could use an execution with the iron poker. Sort of lacking without one. The gate's not broken this time. Pyramid Head has not knocked James off of the roof of the hospital yet. So we can just climb up further where we might remember this valve, which we ignored the first time through, but now we realize we want that water flowing. This time around it was not flowing by default. Had to go fix that. Then head all the way back down to that second floor window. Bit of a wasteful fetch quest, but it must be done. For reasons our characters do not know. Damn it all. How did he find her? That guy's good. Credit where it's due. So I guess before we even aggro Soul, we're gonna need to find a real hiding spot for Bella. And I, of course, am gonna need a real weapon. Uh-oh. I'm relatively certain the valve will remain turned, since it was turned once. Should stay. Usually that's how the game works. They only make you do a thing once. Once you've proven that you know how to do it, you're all set. I guess we'll throw Bella in the bathroom. Very good. Soul would never think to look there. It's the men's bathroom. Uh-oh. I hit the ceiling or something there. Knocking Soul down is the big problem. This one is much less dangerous. Just has a scalpel. I'll take 1,000 stab wounds before I take one camera to the face. That's been my life's philosophy, and it's gotten me this far. So we are finally going to get this automatic door open. Automation was a mistake. And now we get our trusty traffic sign back. And only now can Bella leave. All the upstairs zombies should still be dead. So I feel pretty good about our odds. Made it to the courtyard. And nothing's happening.
Hold on.
You can just hang out here, Bella. I got work to do. Seems the valve did not stay turned this time. Just a short fetch quest to correct that issue. Unless, of course, we get beaten to death again. That will drag it out quite a bit. Now I wish we could climb down off the top of this building. That would be a major shortcut. Looks like they're still in a bloody heap. So we should be good to go. Wasn't that bad after all.
Come here.
Just need to wait for Bella to do something.
wonder what this is for.
That can be a bit awkward if you don't know to expect it. But I did figure that one out in my original blind playthrough. Didn't need a FAQ for that one. So it is solvable by humans, just barely. Since we got that miraculous key, we can get out of here. And we'll get another archive item much later on in the game.
やだよ。どこ行くの？
いい加減にもらわれると言ってもね。
話はご法度だよ。クワバラクワバラ。
お母さん。
先に行っててくれ、ユキエ。さすがに飽きた。
Bella, hurry, get in! Get away from her! Get your filthy hands off my little girl, you son of a bitch! Come on, start! Start, God!
What is wrong with this village? Everything's so screwed up. Damn, what the hell? I feel like I'm going insane. That girl.
Bella, hold on! There goes my insurance premium.
That one-liner doesn't even make sense, Melissa.
Oh, Mommy, I can't get my foot out.
なぜだ、妙な気分だ。
こうするしかできない。せっかく綺麗だった。
Next time we are in for a real party back at the Ito house. But for now, we've got, well, Saiga's back on his feet. And Howard is relearning what's going on in the village. He seemed to have some foreknowledge based on the fact that he ran the hell away from Amana, who also seemed to already be evil this early on. Already on early August 3rd. So things are definitely very different here in the second loop. Not just a repeat of everything we've done before, not by a long shot. Our new weapons include Soul's video camera, a professional video camera used to record the events in Haruda. Its cutting-edge 3CCD system allows it to record high-definition footage. Wow. Unfortunately, I assume that means no zoom function, because it's one or the other in this game, zoom or HD. Our chamber pot, glass basin used in hospitals and nursing care for sick and injured patients who have trouble reaching the bathroom. Probably shouldn't be bashing people over the head with it. The fluorescent light bulb. Glass tube with a white phosphorus inner coating that emits light when excited by the ultraviolet rays given off by the charged mercury gas, until broken over someone's face, or against a wall, as is most likely the case, because it's a terrible weapon. And for some reason the whiskey bottle is a new weapon. In addition to the sake bottle and the beer bottle, we gotta get the whiskey bottle too. Like the others, it is a glass bottle designed for the storage and transport of whiskey. Like many liquor bottles, the glass is tinted to block out sunlight. Whole lot of boozing going on in Honda. Gotta pass the time in this small village somehow, when you are immortal going through the same 3 days over and over again. Forever. Shibito Saiga did mention, as we were listening to his muttering, that everything was repeating forever. So he's at least partially aware of the Groundhog's Day loop that he's in. Horrifyingly enough. Here's the magazine that we fought so hard to get. Really, we just waited a super long time for it. It is like a occult tabloid magazine thing. The World Mystery Magazine Atlantis. Crossing the boundaries between the normal and the paranormal in order to expose the truth. July 1976, 490 yen. Special features, travelers leaping back and forth across time. True story, the secret of the time travelers. I guess they already wrote an article about us. 3 hours into our first time travel. Impressive. Shocking news, 330,000 volts of electricity transforms a slug into a giant monster. Uh-oh. Might be foreshadowing for a future boss. I hope not. Apocalyptic predictions revealed. Raccoons will conquer the Earth by 1999. That's a real one. Take a peek inside the grave of the Gojaku Giant. Been there, done that. My first love sparks... not mine. First love sparks spontaneous combustion. A mysterious affliction ignited by a junior high schooler's passion. Love can kill. UMA sighting report. Has the infamous Jackalope Man hopped into Japan? The Bermuda Three were quadruplets. Wade into the mystery of the missing fourth child if you dare. We've heard about the Bermuda Three. Howard bought one of their albums a long time ago. Perhaps we'll learn more about them. And check out the latest Atlantis serial comic, Tsuchinoko Rider. Inside, we find an article written by Yoichiro Hiramoto. That's our true story, The Secret of the Time Travelers. Travelers leap back and forth across time. Yep, we've seen the headline before, now let's read the article. What would you do if someone spoke to you claiming to be from the future? Would your mind be open to the possibility? Most people would just brush the supposed time traveler off and walk away. After all, the only way to verify any stories about the events that take place in the future would be to wait and see whether or not the foretold events came to pass. And that's all they had to say about time travelers. The inherent paradox of listening to them. Why waste your time? It's easier to just lie. Here's the console that Bella grabbed out of the incinerator. We'll get back to that because we have more plot-relevant things to check out first. The resurrection of Saiga caused us to acquire his drawing book. On Friday, June 20th, he wrote, "My new name is Seigo Saiga. They said I'm not Seigo Mitamura anymore. My new mom and dad never smile or hug me. They're so scary." Saturday, June 21st. Today is my birthday, but my mom and dad aren't going to celebrate it. They won't even make me my favorite pancakes. My name is different now, so maybe my birthday changed too? I want to be with my real dad and mom again. And there are further details. The Misumi Daily Evening Edition, May 30th, 1952. Passenger car plummets off a cliff. A young couple deceased. On May 30th, around 6 a.m., a passenger car being driven on a segment of Highway 333 near the village of Haneda in Misumi County plunged over the side of a cliff. A man working in the area noticed the vehicle and quickly called for help. The ambulance and fire crews that arrived on the scene pulled driver Hideto Mitamura, 36, and passenger Kumiko Mitamura, 29, from the wreckage and transported them to a nearby hospital where they soon were pronounced dead from the severe head trauma inflicted in the crash. According to police reports, there were no visibility issues at the time on that straight stretch of road, nor were there signs of braking. There were reports of thunderstorms in the area, so it is suspected that a sudden clap of thunder may have surprised the driver, causing him to lose control of the vehicle. A full investigation is underway. So Saiga was quite a different person when he was a child. Literally a different person. He was Seigo Mitamura, not Saiga at all. But he ended up being adopted by a very unloving family. Perhaps, had he received his favorite pancakes, he never would have become the man he is now. Violent and dangerous. Murdering a nurse who had the audacity to be kind to him. And imprisoning a man in the hospital, later to be murdered because he got too close to the truth. And the death of his parents is also very suspicious. Seemingly driven off a cliff for no reason at all. Perhaps the Saiga family used their influence to cut the brakes on the vehicle? Now, why would they do that? Well, we've seen the name Mitamura before. The local guide to Hanada Village was written by Hideto Mitamura, Saiga's father. And they detail all the religious practices in the area, controversial stuff, especially noting that at the end here, the wealthy Saiga family put a lot of effort into reviving the mono-religion after the ban on esoteric religions was finally lifted. That religion involves human sacrifice. Perhaps Hideto was, getting too close to the truth. And when that happens to a member of the Saiga family, that person tends to disappear without a trace. Later turning up dead. That did happen to Saiga's parents, but we have no idea if foul play was actually involved, if there is an elaborate cover-up, or if it actually was just a tragic accident. Anyway, non-sequitur time, everyone's favorite part of the archive, the Joylink Ultra Network King. In 1975, American electronics and toy maker Joylink introduced the Network King, an instant hit that soon found its way into the hands of millions of consumers from every walk of life. Trying to capitalize on its success, the next year Joylink released the Ultra Network King, an updated version of the original Network King that generated an unprecedented amount of hype surrounding its release. Its inclusion of a groundbreaking cartridge changing system put it at the forefront of handheld game systems. However, soldering was required to fix the cartridges in place, making it too much of a hassle for the average consumer. The Ultra flopped. Joylink was left with a mountain of unsold units they had to bury in an undisclosed location, and the company went under shortly after. The abysmal failure of the Ultra Network King and Joylink sparked a chain reaction of bankruptcies throughout the toy industry. The infamous 1970s toy shock was dubbed the Junk Shock because of the unfortunate combination of first letters in the name Joylink Ultra Network King. You just never want to see a junk shock, especially not one unexpected like that. And that is how this ill-fated console ended up in the hands of young Bella. They thought people would solder the cartridges in, and then I guess break the soldering to get the cartridges out to switch them? That is an impossibly inconvenient design. That just could never have worked. Baffling that they even released a thing like that. But that is a 1970s game console, handheld, which is pretty miraculous in and of itself. And, even more miraculous, the ultimate victory on our part. We get to play it in the minigames menu now that we've collected it. Just log into the internet and agree to an extensive contract before we are allowed to play this fake 1970s console. But we better do it. Is it still here? Yes. they did not destroy our ability to play the Ultra Network King. So let's do it. We've got 3 games. Tsuchinoko to start off with. Here's our little demo. Well, you can select game type A or B. We'll start with A, just for practice. So we're playing a cute little anime character. Here comes a Tsuchinoko towards our fence. Can't have that. So we will huck a boomerang at it. 2 of them coming our way. We do gotta catch the boomerang as it returns. If we don't, we will permanently lose one of our boomerangs. Not permanently, we can get it back. But for now, we are bereft of 1 boomerang, significantly reducing our ability to fend off these vicious Tsuchinoko. Famous for their bloodthirstiness. But we did get our 3rd boomerang back at some point. The boomerang always comes back. That's the one thing you can trust. There's a mushroom off to the left side now. Throw a boomerang at that, at the cost of all of my other boomerangs. Tsuchinoko coming my way. There's too many of them to fend off with just 1 boomerang. So when they break past our defenses, they kill our beloved dog. Poor guy. And that is game over. It is, like they say, a minigame. Game B just immediately sets you to the highest possible difficulty. So just, right off the bat, a huge onslaught of Tsuchinoko. Just an endless wave of these supposedly extremely rare legendary creatures. Yeah, Game B is very hard. But it's just a simple little thing. So now we head back. We'll try out Skyfish, why not? Very similar, of course. We've soldered the cartridge in place. We're ready to go. Play as these guys with afros floating in the sky near a rainbow, shooting hearts as they descend. After each shot, there is a slight delay before we can fire again. And we have to defend on 2 fronts. Missed another one, and missed the 3rd. We'll try again. This is not actually that hard. Does require you to split your focus, but as rhythm games go, this is a very simple one. And I used to be a master of rhythm games. Clearly, very out of practice. We do a little chord there in our Guitar Hero, hitting 2 hearts at the same time. Looks like we beat the level, on to level 02. Hearts are getting really fast. But there were only 2 of them, it looks like. Couldn't have possibly failed. Now if you're wondering why this is called Skyfish, here's a Skyfish. You can shoot it for bonus points, and then it's back to the old game loop. Same thing at this point. And then it'll just loop for quite a while. Let's just die again. Very quickly, because the hearts are coming fast. And that is another game accomplished. Obviously, Game B is the hard version. If there is a win condition where the game ultimately ends, I can't imagine getting there. It would be both very difficult and very tedious. So here's Jackalope Man. A game which, bafflingly, Howard Wright had some familiarity with, because he was frustrated by the Japanese translation being so unfaithful to the American version that he liked. Howard's ID said that he was born in 1989. This is a console that caused a gigantic market crash in the mid-70s, and he somehow got his hands on one and had fond memories of it. I mean, I've played an Atari a long, long time ago, so I guess some people did end up getting their hands on extremely outdated equipment when they were desperate for video games, but it still seems pretty unlikely. And of course, the fate of the Joylink Ultra Network King of getting buried in an undisclosed location is a reference to that famous story about the ET cartridges. They love their real-world trivia with very small changes to the specifics. So all we want to do is take our jackalope men across these fish to collect the stars. Once we get a star, the jackalope captain will invite us on board his ship to safety. And we want to save as many jackalope men as we can. They look like the Noid, which is charming and endearing, I guess. If we get hit by any of the debris that is not a star, we'll be frozen in place. And if we stay on the sharks too long, we can see they're sleeping, but they slowly wake up. They get less Z's as we stand on them too long. So if we get frozen in place, the shark might just drop out from underneath us. Like so. Now we'll just get a game over, because we've seen all we need to see there. Or we finally get eaten by the sharks. We have failed to save the jackalope men. This one's actually more fun on Game B, I think. But yeah, very, very simple, just little game and watch things. Pretty amusing. You may be wondering why we had to go online for this nonsense. And we are actually, logged in to the internet. This will not come up if you are not hooked up to internet connection. And the whole reason for that is that the name of the console is the Ultra Network King. So this 1970s console literally went online. It had rudimentary online features somehow. Which, I don't know what they entailed, but that is a miracle of programming. And for that reason, that one thematic reason alone, we have to go online. There is no, online play or anything. But there we go, that's another bit of weird minutia in Siren. Just part of the endless litany of weirdness that Siren Blood Curse has to offer. So I hope you'll join me next time as we discover even more of it. And we'll also get more plot, more characterization, much more violence.